How does she open? I think I'm doing it wrong. Does everything look good so far? He says, not yet, Mom. Hey, it's Jess, and I know that I can tend to be easily excitable, but I am honestly the most excited because Dyson's new Airwrap just launched, and I get to be one of the first people to try it. Can you even believe? I honestly can't. Okay, so the difference between this Airwrap and my old faithful beloved Airwrap that came out a few years ago is that this has longer barrels, it has more attachment, including the flyaway attachment, which you know we love. If you think I'm rushing right now, you're right. It's because I literally cannot wait to use this and I need to open it immediately. Look at her. She's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's nothing like a crisp box of Dyson. I'm gonna be trying this new guy throughout the week. I'm going to blow dry my hair using my trusty paddle attachment. I'm gonna try the Kawanda tool. I can't wait to continue to try all the different attachments, see what else is different, what's new, what I like, what I don't like, and then get our experts' take on everything. So I'm here with Birna Aral, who is the executive director in our Good Housekeeping Institute Beauty Lab. And Birna is gonna tell us everything about how they test hair tools in the Beauty Lab. Birna, it's so good to see you. How are you doing today?
Great, how are you, Jess?
I'm good. I'm so excited to talk all things Dyson with you. So can you give me a brief rundown of how you test tools in the Beauty Lab?
For evaluating hair tools formally, we have a battery of tests, including measuring air temperature at different settings, making multiple measurements on or at surfaces touching the hair, as well as making temperature measurements that are likely to touch skin, neck, ears, and hands.
And just real quick, explain to me what Kawanda effect means.
Dyson utilizes this effect in various tools of the Airwrap, but you can clearly see it in the curler and how the hair just wraps magically around the wand just by itself.
I know that you and I both love the original Airwrap. We use it all the time. So what was your experience using this one versus the old one?
The most important difference I found is in the curlers, right? So in the new design, each curler can be used for both clockwise and counterclockwise curls. Whereas in the old design, you had to switch between the two pairs. That's the biggest difference. I think that's biggest appeal for folks. The new designs, they allow a little bit more air to come through depending on how you hold the device or the angle. So those are the major visible differences.
Now, how about the more quantitative differences?
I calculated there's about 25 degrees Fahrenheit difference. So the new device is actually, with the new brush, is about 25 degrees Fahrenheit lower.
Could that mean less damage for your hair?
Dyson always prides itself on using low temperatures anyhow compared to everything else. The absolute temperature is around 158, 160 degrees F. So that's quite low. And even if it was in the old design, you know, it's higher, it's around 185 or something like that. That is still much lower than, curling iron.
So if I don't have an Airwrap at all and I'm looking to buy one brand new, should I buy the original or should I buy the complete?
So I just checked their website. The old Airwrap is listed at $579 and the new one is at $599. So the difference is only $20.
Interesting.
And it looks like Dyson is going to discontinue the old design when the stock runs out. So if you're going to buy one, I would definitely buy the new one.
So I fell asleep with wet hair and a ponytail last night. And I have a bunch to do this week and I need to blow my hair out. So here's our starting point. This is when people are like, what does your hair look like when it air dries natural? It's so pretty. We're gonna use all of the different Dyson attachments to get this from here to smooth. Okay, a couple things have happened in the last few minutes. The first is I have wet my hair. The second is that I realized that my shirt was inside out. Normally I'm not a rough dry kind of gal because my hair air dries so fast that if I rough dry it, I'm basically sealing in the frizz. This time I am gonna rough dry it because it's soaking wet. I'm really loving this 2-in-1 capability on this attachment though. Like, let's get to drying. Okay, that's about it for me on the rough dry. All right, paddle brush engaged, as we were. Oh yeah, that's already so gratifying. Look at that. Break this into smaller sections. Before, after. I could not blow my hair out until I had a Dyson Airwrap. It was just, I would go to the salon or I would wear it curly. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so that is the largest but easiest part of my head. Yes, I also went to my best friend's wedding and I have henna on my hands. I did not get a hand tattoo that is permanent, but I did get one that's temporary and gorgeous. Thank you for asking. Actually, just like out of curiosity, I'm gonna see what it's like to blow dry this with the old paddle brush. Yeah, you can see how much smaller the old one is. New one, old one. First thoughts immediately, more tension on the older brush, which kind of is nice. However, the new one has that flex, so I can really feel the hair getting blown downward by the Kawanda effect on the new paddle brush attachment. But that's just naturally, like, if this is moving that much, it's not going to be as tense. What I am perceiving as less tension on the new attachments is why the soft paddle brush doesn't work for me, because as you can see, there's a lot of curl going on here and I do need a certain amount of tension to get everything nice and smooth. Why don't I try the old round brush to see if I can tell a difference between the old and the new. Just to get these ends a little bit more smooth. The reason why the round brush can get my hair smoother is because the bristles are packed in a lot more densely. So far, I don't feel much of a difference, but let me just try the new one. I mean, it definitely looks bigger, the round brush, like the bristles look longer. So let me see here. Okay, so on the new Airwrap, the bristles are gripping my hair a lot better, but I think that's on the fact that I use this all the time and it's so disgusting. And this one is brand new. But that did get my hair nice and smooth. Cool. Hi, bud. Hello. Oh. Okay. Of every place that you could sit in this house, this is where you choose? Oh, that's some bad breath. Little George Washington action for ya. Now it's mostly cool. Straight back, and then I just kind of let it fall wherever it wants. Okay, hair, whatever you say. I'm telling you, you don't need a lumbar back support if you have a perfect angel who will protect your back for you at all costs. Now, what I'm the most excited about, because I haven't tried it yet, is the smoothing attachment on the rough dry. Okay, yay. Oh. I think I'm doing it wrong. Ah, yes, that one. Okay. But look how much smoother it looks on this side already. Wow, that feels so cool. So there are vents on both sides, so you don't have to switch it or rotate it or anything. It's just make sure that this copper strip is facing your part and then just drag down. Truly like a vacuum. That right there makes this thing worth it to me. This and the twisty curling iron attachment, consider me sold. Now that we are all styled, smooth, straightened, I want to curl it. So we're gonna just do with the larger barrel 1.6 on this side. Well, that's it, while it cools. So that's with the larger one, and let's just see the thinner one. All right, you are going this way. You go this way. Thicker barrel, thinner barrel. Thicker barrel, thinner barrel. Okay, so this is one side of my head curl with the 1.6-inch barrel. Looks pretty good to me. The Kawanda effect feels the same as using it on the older barrels, but I love that this barrel is like twice as long. I don't know if it's exactly twice as long, but substantially longer than the older barrels because I have a lot of hair. So if I had shorter hair, I would probably prefer the shorter barrels. Not to brag, but I could basically be a professional hairstylist at this point. Just kidding, I have one trick and it's all because of the Dyson, but you know, whatever. Here we are. That's the end result. This looks like a different head of hair. This looks like a different gal. This mane is a different beast than she once was. For me, it is worth it.